What's up, people? It's your boy, the Bad Wolf. Let me bring this volume down a little bit. All right. This ain't going to be necessarily a long live, but this is a live happening right now, live. So thank you for that. Once again, thank you for supporting the channel. I'm just jumping on here as promised per my last live that I would show you guys a little something I found interesting. So without further ado, let's bring the fire to you. All right, Lorenzo, Kia, King G, what it is, good people. All right. So check this out. All right, let me get to my screen. All right, once again, let me know if something doesn't sound or act right, because you know how that be. But I'm going to present to you guys Google Scholar. Now, I've been doing just regular searches for a lot of information, and then I came across this little piece. All right, so check me out, y'all. All right, Google Scholar. All right, so for those, bam, this right here. How do you get there? You can easily just type in on regular Google. Here, we'll back up just to make sure y'all can see. Okay, so we're on Google, right? This is just regular Google. Everybody should be with me. Cool. I'm not related or promoted by them, but here we go. So Google Scholar. Bang, this will bring you right here. You click on Google Scholar. And now you're here. But what is this and what does it do? Google Scholar, you can look up specific articles and case law. So let's click that. Now you can look up federal court stuff, Illinois court stuff, or oh, there we go. Okay. State courts. You want to see what they're doing in Bama? Supreme Court. Oh yeah. Woo! Criminal courts in Alabama, Missouri, New York, Florida, Utah, Wisconsin, Minnesota. On this side, you can look up federal courts. You can select all of them, y'all. All of them, y'all. They gonna be mad. Don't be mad at me. I'm just using what y'all got here. Yeah. Wow. All right. So let's go in. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? Dun, 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 dun. So let's check out what do they have to say about right to travel. Everybody been harping on us about that. Here, let me break this music off here. Hold on one sec. Oh yeah. Okay, let's right to travel, right? Everything you want to know. Right to travel. Everything from the Supreme Court cases to federal cases to local, state, everything going to be all right. Everything I read. So let's check it out. Boom. Oh, what do we have here? 594,000 results in less than 0.06 seconds. The slaughterhouse, the center suggested the privileges and immunities of a national. Boom. Where are my haters? Where are my trolls? Where y'all at? Don't hide now. Yeah, we could have been cool, but now I'm on that gangster stuff. Here it is. All right, including freedom to travel. Were those natural rights? You can look up all the cases you want right here. So everybody wants to know about right to travel and court case, everything right here. The right to travel is merely penalized. Look at this. Everything you want to know, every case where they utilize the right, what does it say? The right to interstate travel is a right. And if I click the case, we can go into the whole case. Come on. All y'all doing is making a badder wolf. That is it. That is it. Looking at some of the comments. I tried to liquidate and cash out my Federal Reserve account through Fidelity. So remember, guys, one of the things that we learned about the securities, we'll just say, is that the Fidelity nor the Reserve, okay, nor the Treasury are directly responsible for cashing out any of those particular securities unless they issued them. Now, we believe, education only, that if the place that issued you the security is no longer around, I believe that, and you have to talk to them first, that they would then be required or possibly responsible to compensate for said security. Okay. I believe, theoretically. Okay, I haven't gotten any confirmation on that. That's just my thought. So entertainment purposes. But in general, just like quantumonline.com and TD Ameritrade, Fidelity, all the rest of them, they show you by way of the QSIP that particular security, what it is, how you can, what the value of it is. Some you have to wait till they mature. Others might have been already pledged. So that's why it's a complicated thing to try to find out what's going on with it. But all we know right now is if whatever place, company, whatever issued you the security, it is our belief that it is the legal department of said place that you should be contacting to find out more about that particular security, including when and if you can cash it in. So that's all I will give you guys. More than enough. You guys have been asking for it, and I told you, just bear with me. You know, it takes time to vet information. So, all right, so let's get back to the Google Scholar. So look at this. Kent first Dulles. All right. The law of right to travel. Zemel versus Rusk. Freedom of right to travel is a constitutional liberty. Whoo! Them boys mad. We didn't pissed off them boys. But hey, this is already out here. All we're doing is finding what's available on the internet. So you don't even have to believe me. You can type in Supreme Court and use that. But this has all of them. Okay. So if I want to save one, booyah, add it to my library. Woo! Yeah. Play with me if you want. Okay, what do we got here? Applicant versus Secretary of State. Once the right of travel is curtailed, all other rights suffer. Just as few, blah, blah, blah. And look at this. You've got at least 10 pages right here, but we already know we have 500,000 results. Okay? But let's make it juicy. Let's make it hot. All right? This is all education and entertainment. Are you guys not entertained? Does the wolf not come through for you? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, check it out. Check it out, y'all. The Funk Soul Brother. Check it out, y'all. Now, y'all can do what y'all want to do. This is public information. I'm just showing you a database where you can get it. What do we have here? Child support fraud. People have been asking me. Now, of course, I have a educational template available on blacksite32.com that you can get. Now, here's what I will say. This will show you cases about child support fraud. Doesn't mean that every single case was won, but it does mean you can look and see what was done. Okay, the difference between the raw information here that you can use, and I fully support you guys building your information is you have to remember that when dealing with the agency, you are in a contract. You're dealing with commerce. So even though a lot of these cases over here will show you that they've won and what they did, okay, and all the goodies, all right, you have to remember that you still have to, if you're in a situation where there's fraud or whatever else, okay, you still have to confront them with a little bit more information because you're dealing with private lower Article 1 courts or private court-esque situations. So they don't have to abide by case law because case law is not applicable in a private setting. So this, in that case, will help you, but it is not all that you should have or that you need for your situation. But by all means, here's where you get it. So to all the men and women, believe it or not, there are some women out there on child support too. Here's information that can help strengthen your scenarios. Okay. So not all of these are going to have all the information. So if it's not fraud, you can type in, anything related and just do your research. Okay. Do your research. So what else can we show you here? All right. So let's say, let's just say you're dealing with I don't know. Oh, Wells or Smells Wargo popped up. Let's just click it. That's odd. Let's see what happens. All right. 16,900 results in 0.12 seconds. So if you have anything related to fraud from your mortgage company, and we're not saying this particular company by any means has done anything where their name would appear like that because, sure coincidence, I'm sure. So we'll just type in mortgage fraud in general. Okay. Let's just see what happens. All right. Oh, still got some results here with their name on it. That's odd. Let me try double clicking. Mortgage fraud. All right. Looks like these are the true results. So Colin versus Mortgage Electronic. Oh, that's MERS. Ho ho. I wasn't even thinking of that. All right. So it looks like this content took the MERS system to court. And it says here, I'm just reading the information. Plaintiff must make a clear showing of fraud or irregularity to him. According to plaintiff, US, was not the note holder. So here you can see all the information in regards to these various places, all public information having to do with any types of mortgage fraud out there, and do your due diligence. Okay, these are all court cases. You've got more than enough cases to look through. But like I said, if you have a specific bank, let's just say I don't know, Sunrise, maybe. I don't know if that's even a real bank. Okay, apparently it is. So once again, I'm not sponsored by them. I'm not for nor against them. This is just random searches. And here you go. First National Savings, Sunrise Savings, Langley versus the FDIC. So anybody you're dealing with. So let's see. What other things that people complain about? Repo. How about car repossession fraud? Oops, didn't spell that right. Hold on, sorry. Okay, let's see. Let's just see what happens. Oh, we got cases here on repossessed cars, guys. Woo! Yes, All right, I'm gonna look in the comments here before I go on. Jay Black's a new member. Thank you for joining. Definitely smash that like, that subscribe. Weird, awkward woman laughing out loud. Let's see, what do we got here? I see you over there. All right, Nakia 17, you're gonna have to holler at your boy. Like I said, we're gonna have to get you on the vid. We're gonna have to talk about that. You doing things. You doing things. Yes, hit me up in the private chat or else email me. Let's see what it do. LL, Terry. Yeah, Dustin. Dustin, to answer your question, I just happen to see yours. Yes, you earned everything that you were able to get as a U.S. citizen. You are entitled to it. Whatever you put in, you get out. So as long as you don't refuse their help, or you say, I am 100% not a U.S. citizen, and when I did those things, I wasn't, you're good. Go get paid, son. Jay Black, once again, thank you. Just joined the Wolf Pack. Quick and easy, folks. Thank you. Thank you for supporting me with a monthly donation of any amount. I mean, even $2 means something to me. So, hey, I appreciate it. Lets me sit around and get this. Like, I don't really even go out anymore a whole lot. Like, I'll still go out and kick it here and there, but I do this. This is way more fun and important to me. So, thank you, Black. Yeah, yeah. I've never met or talked to Yusuf El. I've heard, he said a couple of nice things and then some things. A little critiquing, I guess, amongst the circles. But it is what it is. I don't think there's any hard feelings. I think we're cool. Like I said, I've got nothing bad to say about him. So let's see here. Who else we got? Jen, what's going on? Much love back at you, girl. Or lady. Sorry. I don't want to offend anybody. Salute everyone. Absolute bar rules. Anybody heard of this? Absolute bar rule. No, I can't say off the top. I'd have to research it, but all I know is the bar stands for the British Accreditation Registry. Even though it might say the American bar, why are we still being operated on the lower courts by something that's British? Princess, what's going on? Their privileges. Do you still do consultations, constellations? I got no consolation prizes, but I still do consultations. Yes, sir. Blacksite32.com all day. All day. This is all new. Ran across your channel in the process of a repo. Hey, yep. So I just showed you how to find cases to help support your cause. I don't do cases per se. I help put people in the right area to do their own research. I'm not versed on all of the things about repos, but if I was you, I would go on Google and I would type in how to get my car back after it being repoed and see what pops up and use that information. Learning many things from you, Keith Green. Thank you. Thank you. Mainly, I've been using these links to research for myself. Thank you for pointing me in the right direction. That's what I'm talking about. I'm only here holding the gate open so y'all can free y'all mind and do this for yourselves. The whole purpose of this information and moving this way is for you guys to learn how to be wolf-minded and do your own research. Get out there. I don't know all of your battles, and I'm not trying to solve them all for you, but I'm going to give you the tools. How y'all use them is up to you. I would prefer in a positive way. I'm doing fantastic. I'm doing fantastic. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Blessed in all the right areas. But yeah, everything is well. I can't complain. The comments directed you here for a reason. at Terry. Yes. What do we got here? Taquan X just did a class. Yeah, Taquan X. Yeah, we've chatted, we've seen each other's information, we cool in the game. He just did one on that kind of stuff. So you can check out his channel. He's definitely one of the front runners out there doing some things. Okay, he didn't prove in his video, which I've been saying since day one, that when you get your status, really we should be saying you're standing. A living being in a natural person stands. We overstand them. We stand on the land. So even though I loosely use the word status is for a dead entity. What is its status? What is its condition? It's not living. We overstand. So what is our standing? So he's one of the first people out there to prove that the passport card and book, when properly done, helps you with right to travel. He took the information a long time ago. He ran with it. Now, can I vouch for all of his information or anybody? No, because I don't know all of his stuff. I watch some of his stuff, but I don't watch all of everybody's stuff. I cut my own path. And if I see something that happens to overlap with another person, cool. But I'm just showing you guys what I know and what I find. So, hey, Black, appreciate you. Much respect right back at you. Remember, it takes one to know one. You know what I mean? Nobody who's not on our level, however thick that is, can appreciate stuff that we do or that you guys have been through until they've been through there. I've got plenty of cats who are like, oh man, you be on that nerdy stuff, and until they get arrested, and then they call me at 2:00 in the morning to come pick them up and talk that talk to the police officers and get them up out of there or whatever else, and I'm like, I'll do it once or twice for a couple of my people, but in general, y'all rocking them level 10 boots. I'm on level 50. You know what I mean? Like I can't. One of my guys I used to work for, he passed away. He owns this coat company, and he always said, you can't soar with the eagles if you're hanging with the turkeys, because a turkey's a bird that don't fly. I mean, they actually can fly a little bit, but they can't soar. So that doesn't mean you can't kick it with your people of any race, creed, color, sexual orientation, nationality, etc. But don't get comfortable if they're not trying to go where you're trying to go. That's all I'm saying. So, okay, hey, you know what? Like I said, it to me, I don't care if all you guys can afford is the $2 or whatever, $3, whatever it is, a monthly fee. If I had $2, for every 40,000 people that are subscribed just about now, your boy would be in some nicer gear. So, but you know what? You worked for that $2, and the fact that you're willing to share that with me or more, never put yourself in a position where you can't afford something. And no offense to church and to my pastors and priests out there, but when you got people who are part of your congregation, and they're giving you their last $5 in God's name, and then the bad ones out there, I'm not going to say any certain names, but we'll just say it rhymes with Molstein or whatever else out there, and you're not letting people, you're not helping them. You're driving around in $1 million jets and brand new Jaguars and whatever else, but you're not giving the people back their money when they need it, or talking to them personally and helping them out. Man, at that, all I can say is if you believe in a higher being, you're going to answer. And when all the negative stuff you've done on your scale is like this, and this is the good, I don't know. I'm not a religious man, but I am a energy man. And all I can say is if we're able to be conscious and we're physical bodies that are made out of energy, I have to put my faith in the fact that there's probably a higher being out there that sees and knows all. I'm just saying. But hey, whatever you believe in is cool. I would just prefer to put my rocks over there. And if I'm wrong, should I be wrong? There's just nothing. It's all black soup. then it is what it is. But if I'm right, I didn't put some good feathers on the good side of my scale of life, if you will. Princess says, sorry for your loss. Yeah, he was a good man. He lived a good long time, and he helped a lot of people. He helped me to become the person who I am. My father was never around. Also, God rest his soul. But this man, if I was late or I missed the bus, he would close his whole store down. And he wasn't of my color, we'll just say. And he would take me to school. He would buy me lunch. That showed me so much kindness, that it was amazing. So it never hurts. You never know how you're going to affect a kid, So if you see a little kid walk up to it and he wants to play telephone, we all know you better play telephone. All right. But I don't even know if they do that. Now they ask for your real cell phone. And they want to play games. And we got some pictures on there that we don't want them to see. Oh, man. All right. So we got Virginia. Hey. What do we got here? Juan. Yeah. Good energy, brother. That's why all of us found each other, getting on another level. Yes. Friend says on there. All right. So here, let me jump back to the screen here. So yeah. So once again, all right. Somebody got their stuff repossessed. And here's the thing, though, too. So let's say, okay, let me back up here. I'm still pretty new on this here, but articles. Here, let's just back up, because it's on. Okay, so case law, select the courts. So let's just say, here, I'll clear all. Let's say, because we know that when dealing with, let's say, a bank or a repossession or whatever else, we know that unless it's the federal district courts, okay, the state courts almost are not going to side with us. So if you want to find something that's actually going to help in most of your scenarios, you're going to be checking the Supreme Court. Look, they even got tax court down here. You can see what they've done if you got tax situations. Okay, customs court. Okay, click the Supreme Courts. You want to find out what they said in all the courts about your particular situation, or you can go right to your state. Okay, Maryland, this and that, or you can do a broad search. But if you want to see where we get remedy, it's always going to be in the Supreme Court or the federal district courts. All right. But if you want to look at all of them, you can select all of them. And like I said, sort through. But so what else? What else do people talk about? Let's go back to the bank. Let's just talk about bank fraud. Okay. Once again, a broad general thing. Okay. Let's see. What about deprivation of rights? Look at that. I never even typed this up before. Google's already like, do you mean deprivation of rights for privileges or immunities or deprivation of rights claims? So I'm just going to do it in general. Let's hit it. Get it. What it do? All right. There you go. So deprivation of rights right here. And if you ever want to search where it's all together instead of split up like this, put the plus sign in there. Plus, then hit the search. That means you wanted exactly deprivation of rights, not deprivation, blah, 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 rights. Nope, you want it all together. So, all right, let's see. All right, so right there, looks like they may not have it linked like that. Okay, on regular Google, you can do it that way. Apparently not here. But anyway, So we got 735,000 results for people doing deprivation of rights. Okay. Let's look up color of law. Color of law means that when it's also like prima facie. It means when you first look at it, it looks good, but then when you get closer, it's actually not. So deprivation of rights would be if I'm doing right to travel under the Constitution as a national of the United States of America, and Virginia caught my phrase there. And a police officer decides to bother me and stop me, he's depriving me of my rights under color of law. He's trying to say I don't have the right to do that. When the federal district courts, the Supreme Court, the Constitution says I can. He is not the law. He is a legal enforcement officer for the corporate state, which is a private for-profit corporation. Every state gave up their rights to a degree to be under the Supreme Court in the Union. They make the final say so. They are the law. And they are the ones who say we have right to not be deprived because these private municipalities are not the law. They create statutes, codes, and rules and regulations for 14th Amendment U.S. citizens. You became one when your parents got you the birth certificate. You checked off, yes, the Social Security card and U.S. citizen. These things were not applied for as a national. You got when you did your tax returns, at the bottom of it, it says, I certify under penalty of perjury that I am a U.S. citizen, okay, which is a taxpayer, which is a corporation, an entity in all caps that they own and you control. How do we go about getting consultation? How much? The consultations are all paid for first on blacksite32.com. My rates are still actually some of the lowest for having some of the best information. I only specialize in obviously the areas on my YouTube. That is $75 for the hour, but I also now do 30 minutes for $50 because I know some people are like, oh, can I just get something shorter? Cool. Most people don't need more than that, but I also book out on a as you need me, first come, first service. So that's it. I've got some people who book me out every week on a certain day or every other week on a certain day and time. So you just throw it in the ring and we go at it. Finally get to see the head wolf live. Thank you so much for everything, man. Oh, definitely appreciate you, brother. Yes, yes. Sharar, yes. UCC 1-308. I like it. I like it. Princess says, if you haven't hit the like button yet, go ahead and smash it. Smash. Hulk, smash. Just finished up your lyric, Mr. Wolf, but I'm paying attention. Promise. Yeah. This is just the process of filing a lien. Yeah, you know what? Let's look up lien. All right, let's look up liens. You know what? Let's look up UCC. See what they got in there. I want to see if that made it anywhere. How about that? Oh, y'all giving me some ammo. Thank you. All right, let's see here. UCC. Let's see if that pops up anywhere. Yep. So it looks like some people had some court cases out there involving the Uniform Commercial Code. Yeah. Look at how many we got. 227,000 results where people were using the UCC to come to their aid. I'm telling you, you won't see this. You won't see this stuff on TV. I haven't seen anybody even. Most of my videos, like I said, I'm trying to bring you guys stuff that nobody else is doing. Like when we first started, nobody was authenticating. Nobody was doing the explanatory statement. Nobody knew about the foreign affairs manual. Nobody was doing the age of the majority. All these things, guys. So you now see people are using the UCC to back them up. There's power in putting in a lien. Okay, so let's try UCC. Lien. Lien. Okay. So people did, okay, so somebody registered a fraudulent lien. Okay, so people are out there using it the wrong way. Not necessarily me or our people, but some people don't do fraudulent liens. That's how people get into trouble. I won't mention any names. Y'all probably know what I'm talking about. All right, so UCC lien creditor. Let's see what we got here. All right, so people are out there using their status as a creditor. Let's see if anybody used the code UCC 1-308. Okay, well, it looks like somebody used 207. 207 is the old version of it. Yep, so you can even see right here. Formerly 207 is now UCC 308. So back in 2017, somebody was trying to use that old code, or did, but they had to get it updated to 308. Without prejudice. Without prejudice, if I remember correctly, means that it can be revisited later. With prejudice means that you are telling them this cannot be revisited later. So yes, all the stuff I've been telling you guys, people are using it. They're using it, they're doing it, and they're winning with it. Okay, what about secured party creditor? 208,000 results. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so this is the part where they're saying that this particular person claimed that he was a secured party creditor. So we'd have to go into it, but it says something about them talking about being a sovereign citizen. You know, us, we don't use that word. So I don't know if he's using it or if they're using it against him, but we don't use that term because there's no such thing. It's an oxymoron. Sovereign means king, and citizens mean slave or property of the city state. Okay, and that's not what we are. We are nationals of the United States of America. That's a recognized term. There's no such thing. That's a derogatory term. So that's what the some enforcers of legal systems will use, which is also defamation of character, and that is a suable offense. You can sue them for having them or anybody else calling you that. Okay, what else can we look up? How about US National? That's probably going to pull up the bank. So how about National of the United States? This one I'll be amazed if it pops up. Okay. Prosecution of foreign nationals. Woo! Back in 1990, here's just one of the cases. They tried to go the United States against Verdugo Urquides. Okay, tried to get him. He was like, nope, I'm a foreign national. All right, you'd have to go through the cases. You're probably going to find more about that in there. But how about state citizen? That a state cannot be sued by a citizen of another state or of a foreign national on the mere grounds that the case is on rising under the Constitution. Okay, so that's an old one. I'd have to read the whole one, but this is a Supreme Court ruling. All right, so you'd have to go through something here, right? And not a mere privilege or immunity of citizenship. Okay, this was in the applet. Okay, so here, let me pop back over here. Let's see. I'll leave this up for now, and I'll stop sharing and come back to the main screen. I'll see if I can think of anything else to check out for you guys. But essentially, that's what I wanted you guys to see, is that you can check out the cases, pull the information, do your own research, and use it. Wham 'em. Age of the wait, what age in majority? What's that? So age of the majority, I made a video on this. You can look up age of majority or Minnesota Rule 220, James C. Lovett, and it'll pop up a video where I'll go into even more information. But essentially, the age of majority is when you are young, say under 18. That's called your minor account because you're in the minor part of your life and you haven't become major yet. After 18, you're supposed to have your major account. So the problem is that at 18, we never declared ourselves to be competent. Okay, I'm seeing you guys pop up some stuff. So because we never declared ourselves to be competent, after the age of 18, we went into what we call our adult life, but we are still considered minors and incompetents. We never claimed the age of majority because we never told them that we were now competent to handle our affairs, our life. So we've been operating in our minor account since we were born. You can be a grown man or woman, but in their world, you're still using their stuff. You're still wearing Huggies. You're still sipping out of your sippy cup. And they're here to take care of you. How do they know we're incompetent? Because we've never told them that we are competent. Yeah, it's kind of weird, right? Yeah, hey, Dr. Evil, can you explain that a little bit? How about you and the freaking laser get a freaking room? So what it means is, is that because we were brought into their system, remember, register means to abandon. Our parents abandoned us in their system. We should have aged out at 18. But to make money, they never came to us and said, hey, are you competent to handle your own affairs? You want us to stop now? You want us to stop discharging things for you and whatever else and show you how to do it for yourself? We didn't do that. It's not their responsibility legally to do that. It's nowhere in the contract. It's not in the contract. It's not a fact. So what did they do? We'll just keep working for you here. Oh, keep using our stuff and we'll keep being the overseers, your lords and masters. But in our correct standing, we are in fact their bosses because we are the executors and the beneficiaries of the trust that is the United States. That's why they are referred to as public trustees, public officers, public servants. But that's why you have to talk to the upper level people, but in the private. The lower level functionaries don't know anything about this. So let's see here. Search for the GAAP mortgage fraud. Ooh, that's fire. Fire. Thank you for that one. All right, let me get to the screen here. Present. Go back to Google Scholar. Share screen. Make it happen. Okay. GAAP. Okay, look at that. Violation, standards, rules, compliance. But you wanted mortgage fraud? Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Dead you. Dead you. Yep. There it is. Bam. Woo. Mortgage fraud. You know what? Another one you just gave me. Thought about Regulation Z. Let's see what they got. What about Regulation Z? And how about we'll add on mortgage? Yeah, let's just do it like that. Let's just see. Let's just see what pops up. Oh, yeah. Okay, okay. Now let's try in violation. Okay. If you guys don't know what Regulation Z is, you don't know what the GAAP is, or violated TILA, TILA, y'all ain't got a wolf in the game yet. That's all I'm gonna say. And for all the people who've been going through my boy Sean Adley with Mortgage Online Solution or Mortgage Online Audits, let's just say some magic has been happening over there. A lot of people are getting some very positive mail sent their way. What do we got? Send them back. Please respond to what? Oh, here, hold on, let me see. Hey, remember, guys, I can't. They're going up. I don't see all of them. Evidence against you is keeping up, begging for the yes. Okay. How is that like a question? Or I don't see a question mark on there. Evidence against you is you keep begging for the money social. Okay. He won't absolutely respond to me. Yeah, I respond to anybody. I'm a normal person like everybody else. If I see it, then I'll see it. But I'm also not going to entertain everything if it's not related to what we're talking about. But hey, everybody can have a quick little thing. Ain't that way? Well, that's how they treat us as infants. That's what we are. Yeah, they can hang out as long as it ain't no odd, things anti-freedom of speech. Yeah, you can chat. Like I said, I control the forum. I'll let somebody know. It's all about the promissory note. Check Michael Tellinger, not those clowns. On the promissory note? Okay. All right, I will check it out. Thank you for the info. I'm not familiar with that name, but also the Susike, once evidence of life is proven, all accounts must be settled allegedly. Yeah, there's supposed to be a way that you can prove to them that you're supposed to take over your minor account and make it a major account. I know Eon talks about it. I have not done it. I have not vetted that information. I'm still learning, just like you guys. I just happen to know, more about certain things. But yeah, it is what it is. There's so many remedies available. Throw a dart, honestly. Yeah, the only thing you want to do is make sure that you're not that you vet the information for yourself and don't just take somebody's word for it. I don't care if it's even me. Check out my work, check out the next person's work, because you have to be able to stand on it. So that's how you do it. Somebody says you have a troll. Yeah, I see him. As long as yeah, most of it's about the promissory note, because when you get a house, when you get a car, when you get whatever else, they're making you sign that note, and it's not a loan. You are the bank. You are the secured. You are the creditor. He said, "No, he's an agent, bro. Could very well be, or he could be he could be Michael Tellinger promoting his own stuff. It's whatever. It's cool. Like I said, as long as it ain't gonna be too jazzy. I don't care. It's all good. We're all here to learn. If not, maybe to learn something. It's cool. Treaty of Peace and Friendship. Yep, there actually is an international. What is it? The UN has an international treaty and friendship treaty that you can pull down. All right, so I'm going to jump back into here. If you guys have anything that okay, here I got you. All right, I'm on Eon right now about the Treasury Direct account, and he uses the family code to discuss being a minor versus major. Yep. Yeah, he goes into that a little bit. I haven't watched all of his stuff. I think he's got a lot of information, some good, some other, we'll just say. But it's hard for me to watch him when he's so loud and screaming, and the music is, it's a little too much for me. But if you can get through that, he's got some information. Definitely is a shortcut to helping you get through your stuff. So, all right, let me get back to the video. That's what we're here for. I'm only going to be on for like another 5 or 10 minutes. I just wanted to bring this to you guys. So, bang, share. All right. So once again, we're on Google Scholar, looking up all the things. I think last night Jen was talking about she had some kind of situation with the USPS, and I think she said something like beneficiary something. Did I spell that right? Nope, mess it up. Inheritance, if I remember correctly. Messed that one up too. Oh no, got that one. All right, cool. So let's see. All right. USPS beneficiary. So it looks like there's some stuff in there. You're definitely gonna have to sort through all of them, or here, let's take off this word. Take off inheritance. Okay. So here they're more so referring to it as U.S. Post Office. Okay. So get rid of that. Okay, so yeah, it looks like there's some stuff in here with them. All right. So long story short, guys, this is how you use it to be able to look up, your various cases, to add some more bite to, what you're doing. All right. Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. It's all respect here. We can have a little fun. There's nothing wrong with that as long as everybody's cool. You know what I mean? All right. So what else? Somebody else typed in national. Okay, I can look up that. Hold on. Let me see here. Problem was we were getting like National Bank. So what about citizen of the United States? Okay, yep. Constitution, stopping of a free citizen. So yeah. Oh, wait, here. Rights of a national citizen. So okay, so they're referring to, at least in this case, which is from 1983, as a rights of a national. So let's try that. Fundamental political rights. Okay, keep in mind that I'm also doing a general search using all the courts. So that includes the state and the Fed and the Supreme Court. So when you do your search, if you're looking for something specific, you might have to then go back and select just the Fed, just the state, or just the Supreme Courts to have fewer results. Because if you look here, we have a mix of all the information, and that's 1.3 mil. So I'm not going through all that. And I know you guys don't want to see me go through all that stuff. So bang, stop sharing that. All right. Julie, hey, what's going on? What's going on? Black says, I'll check the Michael Tellinger knowledge everywhere, but doesn't seem you're going to be dodging the wolf. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, check it out. Everybody, you got to do your own research. Got to do your own research. You guys are wild. Let's see. The year I was born. Extended some credit. Okay. So that's about it, guys. I don't want to take up much more of your time. I don't have much more to share. I just thought that you guys, for those of you who have been fighting cases and asking me where I find stuff or where they can find stuff, there you go. Remember, you can always go right to the Supreme Court and check out their information, okay, because they are the highest law in the land, period, unrebutted. But what I noticed is that I think past like 1980 or 83, somewhere in there, all the rest of those are either in some kind of private database, but they're definitely in their books. So they don't call them cases. They call them opinions. So they're Supreme Court opinions. and you have to get their books. Like I don't have any because they're super expensive. But if you get their books going back, if you can't find a case, it doesn't mean that it's not there. Because here's what's going on. Let's say you've got mortgage fraud going on with your house right now, and you go through all the basic things, and they go, and you can't find a certain case. What the banks are doing in other places, they're paying you a little bit of money in a non-disclosure agreement so that the case doesn't go to the federal district court or to the Supreme Court. And so you got a gag order. May the wolf laugh. Yeah, it doesn't happen often. I do laugh every once in a while. So what ends up happening is they won't, that keeps them from promoting that online. So now they don't have to worry about scrubbing the case or trying to get it removed. They just say, hey, sign this order. We'll give you an extra 50 grand so that it doesn't make the public side. And bang, now you can't find a case. Because you know what? I mean, if I was one of the banks or whatever else, that's what I would do. I mean, if you're going to be a POS and you're trying to, like I told you guys, how when we move a certain way, they move. Like I said before, don't think they don't watch the videos. You know what I mean? And if you want to do your best at keeping what can damage you in the future from being out there, you pay somebody off. It's all money. They don't care. It's a tax write-off. They could donate me $1 million. We'll just call it Smells Wargo. They could donate $1 million to me and be like, hey, don't say anything more about us on your YouTube channel. And I'd be like, nah, make it 2. I'm going to talk about everybody else. But if you see me rocking a Smells Wargo t-shirt, you know I've been paid off. and then all of a sudden I'm like, so today you guys should do banking at Smells Wargo. Smells Wargo Cup. Oh, man. All right. So, but yeah, so if you want to get some of the older cases out there, you'll have to go to the Supreme Court. You'll have to order some of their books, okay, that have all of their opinions in it. You can go to the, the GPO, the government printing office. I think they've got them. You can get them on Amazon. Kila says, anything you recommend studying? That is a very interesting question. I guess it really depends on what I tell people. Study. Okay, so like last night I talked about this. I said, find the biggest problem you have in your life, whether it's right to travel or a court case or getting your stuff expunged or whatever is the biggest thing in your life. Study that. Learn everything you can about it. Become a master at it. If it's the UCC, do the UCC. Somebody said the remotion manual. I think you mean the redemption manual. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Check out, you get the redemption manual. I think it's like $100 or $150, something like that. And it's going to tell you a lot of all this. I've read the redemption manual. I've used some of their stuff. Yusuf B says, good vibes and knowledge, bro. I'm a newborn, but growing up fast. Salute to the wolf. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Dustin says, Black Laws Dictionary. Yeah, I've got somehow I was able to get the first edition. You can see right here, first edition for like $100. Normally, these can be a couple hundred to a couple $1,000, but I somehow got lucky as heck and got this one. So this is the first one. This is the 11th, which is where it's current. This is the deluxe edition, which has the expanded information. And I just picked up the 5th, which is this one right here. You know, do you need all of them? No. I think it's best to get the most recent one, but the older ones definitely have the more interesting names for things. Like in the old books, they were referring to us as monsters. and idiots, meaning us in our natural private capacity. That's what they refer to us as. Human beings are monsters who are untamed, creatures and blah, blah, blah. So that's why they all consider themselves superior to us, but yet we are their bosses in our natural statuses, or standing. But when we take up their status, then now we went from being the CFO of the company to the janitor. Hard to do anything with this in North Carolina, but working on it. All right. Not sure which part you're talking about, but every state has a republic side where all this stuff can still be done. It might be tougher, like I think that's what you're saying, to do it there, but it still can be. You're just gonna have to work a little harder. And sorry about that. I mean, California, New York are interesting as well, we'll just say. What's up, Wolf? I tried to get a car today. It's going to work most likely. They did all types of USC code violation. What's good with you? Hope everything's well. Everything is well. Everything is well. For me, I hate the cold weather. The Midwest, it just sucks when it comes to that. It's brutal. So I actually have a what do you call it, like a vitamin E deficiency where I don't get enough sun, or they call it cabin fever. So to me, I just kind of start slowing down. That's why I'm not as spry looking. It's just kind of like, So I'm going to do one or two more lives. The next one I do, I'm going to try to have Ron Gibson on here. And then I'm going to break down some new information that we found for the passport process. Nobody has what I'm about to bring you guys. It's going to be fire. You got the fourth one? Yeah. The fourth edition, I was thinking either the fourth or the fifth. I heard that the fourth was good, way better than the fifth, so I still might pick that up. But I heard that one was good. There you go. Yes, yes. There's lots of history in those words you just shared, V. All right, so let's see. We're done sharing screen. So yeah. All right, so I'll give about 5 more minutes. If you guys got a couple of questions, I'll answer them. Then I'm going to pop off and rest up for the night and make some dinner, because nobody makes me dinner. I might just Uber eat some food. But how are you guys doing? How are you guys? Like, what's going on with you guys? You guys feeling good? You guys putting this information to work? I know a lot of people are having a lot of success. Okay, what do we got here? How do I get a court case thrown out? The judge in the state is doing a lot of illegal things. So it's really tough to get them to just back down and throw out a case. The problem, I'll just cut to the quick, is that you're dealing with them as one of their employees in your particular status. And when you go in there without making a special appearance and a writ informing them before you even go in there that you're challenging things such as jurisdiction, personal jurisdiction, what else do you have? Is there a signed, written, notarized complaint against you? I do have a file on blacksite32.com that you can use. It'll go into further detail. There's probably about 40 things that they don't like to be asked. But if you do use my files, you have to understand that you're not making any friends. They do not want to see this. I will also say that it has gotten many court cases thrown out. I would say upwards of 90-some%. But they're not going to like it. And it's hard for you to fight because in the lower courts, it's private. They consider you to be a bar member. When you walk past a swinging door, you've admitted this door only is supposed to be passed by bar members. So you're telling them that you're a bar member. So now you're subject to whatever they want to do to you. Even if they're wrong, a judge does not have to go by case law. He doesn't have to listen to what the Supreme Court's saying up there, unless you bring him and them to the Supreme Court, or most likely you won't get to the Supreme Court, but you can take it to the federal district court. Supreme Court only hears about 80 cases a year, and they have to be unique. Okay. unless it's a true issue on something that they've already talked about that needs to be re-looked at. So yeah, V says don't pass the bar. Yeah. Nope, Your Honor, I can hear you good from here. But before you even get in there, you have to tell them, you know, who and what your proper standing is. And then you have to direct them to do things accordingly. How much should we study a week? That's up to you. I mean, if you got time, take care of you, your loved ones, your people, yourself. If you got some free time, do it. Study. But if you want to be like me, that's what you do. If you want to do this part-time, then study part-time. Just find something here and there, research, you know, don't make it be something that you're obsessed with like me. But yeah, literally, Living Man says every day. Yeah, can't hurt. I couldn't tell you basketball or sports game. I watch them here and there, but I'm learning this stuff. That's why I'm able to bring it to you. That's why I'm able to tell you I've done these things and won. I literally had the judge ask me to join them. The judge said, "Are you a lawyer? Are you studying to be a lawyer?" I said, "No." It's like, I do this in my private time. He said, "Well, we would love to have you on our side." That's what he told me right in the middle of the courtroom in front of everybody. All the lawyers and attorneys looked up like, huh? Because I beat the prosecutor in the hallway before even going into the courtroom. Yeah, you can do that too. You can ask them to explain the all caps name and refer to it as the trust, because that's what it is. Yeah, you won't be making any friends, but you can also ask them, is this an Article 3 court? They won't like that. You can ask them, how do you have personal jurisdiction over me? They won't like that either. What do you got here? V says, put your social security number in brackets. GPO rule says it means exempt. Ooh. So the four corners rule with the brackets, yeah, it essentially means that anything in here is not there legally. I didn't know it exactly meant exempt, but that's good to know. It's interesting. I'll check that out and double vet that information, but sounds right. That's why I've been telling people to put the brackets on your social when you do your passport. Or if you sign anything and you can put brackets around it, you can put UCC 1-308. Since federal district court stopped special appearance. Well, yeah, because the federal district court is different than the lower courts. The lower courts are Article 1 courts or legislative. The upper courts are Article 3, which are true judicial. So they're basically saying you can't say we don't have jurisdiction because either you're a citizen, corporation, or a trust, or a national, whatever it is, we do it all here, baby. So the only way you could do anything to protect yourself there would be to claim that you're from your own micronation or another nation. Otherwise, they have jurisdiction. They're the only ones who can write a true warrant. Oops. The lower level ones are considered bench warrants, which are inside the corporate educational entertainment things anyway. So, all right. So we are at 7 my time. Wait, 11 on what did the judge say after the judge tried to sign you to the team? Oh, so I just said no. I said I work for the people and I do this privately, and I told him to have a good day. And he said, well, if you ever wanted to work, he said something like, if you ever wanted to work with us, he's like, I would recommend you. And so I said, thank you, but no thank you. And I walked out, and that was it. And haven't been back to not one case or anything else they've tried to put on me since. I'm here in private capacity, not engaged in commerce is one of the statements to use. Yep, that's also a good one. Yeah, because remember, I made the video, the 12 presumptions of court. They think that you are here in public capacity. When they call your name, believe it or not, you think they're just calling you personally. No, they're calling the straw man's name with their voice, because you didn't tell them before you got there that you were anything different. So they're like, well, must be one of ours. I had this one lady. She was a natural person of color. And she literally was like, she had the information down. Her one mistake was that before she went to court, she didn't tell them what her standing was. And so after an hour of her telling me everything she did right, she doesn't understand why she failed. I said within two minutes of listening to her, I said, I know where you failed. I was like, this is what you did? She's like, yep. I was like, I know where you failed. She's like, no, but hear me out. So an hour went by. I'm like, hey, it's your consultation, but yeah, okay. So finally I was like, Miss Lady, did you send in a writ of special appearance? Did you let them know what capacity you were in before you went there? And she was like, oh, no, I didn't. I was like, there you go. I was like, you know what they thought when you were talking all that jazz? They were like, you are the smartest slave we got. Man, you're good. So Salima says, don't do a special appearance in court proceedings. Well, if you have a way that works better, we're definitely here to talk about it. But if you look up in Black Law's dictionary, a special appearance means that you are not consenting to their jurisdiction. Says you are a ward of the court. Yeah, when you're in your improper status, if you don't declare what you are before going in, then they will assume that you are that ward. You need to tell them that you are here to administer the trust. Oh, you said no. I said don't. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Oh, okay. I see how you mean it. Yeah. So you got to let them know who you are before you go in there. Otherwise, they're going to assume that you are their property. Oh, thank you, owner. Appreciate you. You know what? People are going to jump in from time to time, and they have their perspective. I never claim to know it all. I don't. I do not. I've sat in a room with people that make me feel like I need to take notes. You know what I mean? So I'm not that way. I'm just saying, if you're going to battle me on something I already know, you're probably going to lose. I've beaten judges, police officers, sheriffs, all that. You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean there's not somebody better than me. I'll never tell you that I'm done learning. I will never tell you I'm a guru. You know what I mean? Not at all. Nope. I don't even want the title guru on there. No, sirree. I am just a private person who's, well, doing things in the public to a degree and sharing my experiences. So, all right, guys, I got to jump off. I appreciate you. Have a great day. Have a great night. Thank you for sharing an hour with me. And I will continue to bring you guys some more stuff. If you don't see me posting a lot of videos, it's going to kind of slow down through the holidays. And probably in January, February, I'll probably fire it back up and be right back at it. But I will be still providing information. If you don't see all of my videos, remember to check out my main YouTube site, main page, headquarters, whatever you want to call it. And then click on the view all videos, or if you go all the way down to the bottom, click view more videos. So one of the playlists should say like full video list or something like that. So thank you, everybody. Nelson, Salima, Vivian, Nelson, Dennis, V, all of you guys. Thank you for supporting me. As always, feel free to use the information, share, like, subscribe, whatever you guys want to do, however you're moved. And that's it. So go have a great dinner, spend time with your friends, family, loved ones, and whatever else. I wish you guys nothing but the best. And you guys help make this possible. So looks like we should be hitting about 40,000 subscribers. Thank you for that. It definitely helps. Like I said, YouTube is starting to kick in some dollars. So like I said, that's why when he was like, oh, he's begging for money. I don't need to beg anybody for money. I'm not rich, but between what I do in the private, which is legal, and what YouTube and what you guys have been doing, you know, I can do this full time. So thank you. You know, I do need all of it, but like I said, I don't need to beg anybody for nothing. I'm good. I'm not the universe is, I'm blessed. You guys help me to be blessed. So I wish I send it right back to you guys double, you know, tenfold. Be blessed in everything you guys do. Take care. And I just can't believe that. Oh yeah, of course they're shadow banning me a little bit. Yeah, they throttle back the info. I see it go like this, and then it goes, and I'm like, but we all know why. Don't forget, hey, oh, some of you guys may not know this, but yeah, I've had them shut down my YouTube. This channel was shut down when I initially started it. I went a little too hard in the paint. I was a little too aggressive. I said all kind of stuff. Not that it wasn't true, but they didn't like it. So yeah, of course they're going to shadow ban me. That's how you know you're doing something right. If they were promoting my stuff, and I'm not going to say any particular name of somebody's channel, but somebody started their channel who's got similar information, and 8 months ago-ish, they had 300 subscribers, and now they've got like over 50 or 60,000 subscribers. They like to promote certain people who are promoting certain things, or however that works. But like I said, I don't worry about that. I don't really care. I just like the fact that you guys are grassroots, and you guys are the one that are making it happen. So they don't need to promote me. You guys are doing it because you guys value. You see, I'm telling the truth. I'm keeping it real. And I'm willing to take down my own videos if they're wrong. If I do something like I have. I've taken down 2 or 3 videos where I didn't have my information as good as it was, or it was proven not to be good. And I took them down. You know? So it's whatever. I'm not that way. If you can't laugh at yourself, if you can't laugh at your enemy, if you can't, you know, do these things, then you can't, you know, don't step into the light. It's easy for somebody to attack you from their channel, or somebody you can't put a face to, or that's not right in your face. It's easy to attack somebody. It does take courage and strength to step into the light, because they're going to critique everything you do. And you know what? Not to be spiritual, but whether it's Allah, Buddha, Jesus, nobody liked all of them. So what are my chances to make everybody out there like or love or appreciate me? 0. So I don't care. It doesn't bother me. All right, guys, take care. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Go have fun. Stay warm. Stay healthy. Happy holidays.